What's up, gospelchops.com? Here we go with another feature. Gospel organ. We got Mr. Chris Lewis from Kansas City. He's going to show us a little something on the organ. Currently a student in Washington, D.C. at Howard University. He's going to show us something that we can apply to gospel music on the organ. Mr. Lewis, what you got for us today?
I'm going to go on the mellow side, This is a lot to do licks and all that kind of stuff, to be grooves and your shop music and all that stuff, but a lot of people on organ, they wonder how, to do talking music, how to do just mellow stuff, how to play ballads on the organ even. So, I'm just do a few movements and stuff like that in different keys, give you ideas, registration settings and stuff to use when you play mellow.
Okay, why don't you open us up with something?
Then for like people that play CCM, so about some of the settings that I use. This, your 16 and your 8, pretty much all the way out. You can get a little bit of 4. A little bit of 4 to give you a little bit more brightness, as you wish. But that's a very mellow setting. It's great for ballads and stuff like that. When you want to start to add intensity, pull out the 1 just a little bit. You can start to hear that brightness come through. You hear it come through when the tremolo comes in. It's a very pretty setting. And what I do normally when I want to build intensity, I add some of the reeds. Second draw bar here, the second draw bar right here, your 5 1/3 is your best way to add intensity to any registration without really yanking everything out and making everything loud. I'll show you how you can add intensity just on. You're in worship right now. start to add these out, my tone gets a lot fuller, a lot more broad. Like I like a very broad tone in my organ. That way, I kind of grew up listening to a lot of stuff like along the classical lines. And I kind of like to translate that in my playing. So when you hear, you know, a lot of worship and stuff, a lot of high worship and stuff. It's very good to add that kind of stuff in for that. And then for playing with a band, which is like my main focus right now, I'm very partial to this setting right here. I showed you earlier. It's a very pretty setting. There's a little bit of that one, to about 5 or 6. Just it's something that's very good for like mellow stuff in the band, so you can still be articulate. I can't say this enough. Practice, 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 practice. Like it's good to practice even, you know, if you can't sit down for 4 or 5 or 6 hours a day, at least get 1 hour of good practice in. And when you practice, you know what you're going to practice, whether it be scales, whether it be learning a song, whether it be playing in a key that you're not used to playing in. You know, it's always good to practice. Another thing, when you learn a new chord, a new scale, or anything like that, learn it in every key. Learn it in every key. Because you never know, you know, how that'll help you out learning another song in a different key or something like that. And the most important advice I can give to anybody, like drummers, bassists, organists, anything, stay humble. Stay humble. Because you never know what opportunities can come and what opportunities you might miss because you carried yourself like, you know, you were the best thing out. When someone was probably just looking for somebody who was willing, you know, to be humble and be submissive and just, you know, do what was needed.